Hi, it's Rob Value. I thought I'd do a video today to tell you a bit more about me, if anyone's interested. Because you guys on the forum, you've been wonderful. I don't have a lot of friends in real life. I don't get to go out of the house very much. I just haven't got the energy. So, being on the forum has been like a social life for me, and I've made, so many amazing friends, more than I've ever made before. So thank you all so much, for all the kind words you've had to say about me, all the great conversation you've had, all the support and everything. How welcoming and lovely you've been to me. I really appreciate it, all of you. Thank you. So I thought I'd tell you a bit more about myself. I've got chronic fatigue syndrome, otherwise known as ME, which just leaves me physically and mentally tired most of the time. I've sort of got the energy of a 90-year-old man, really. I mean, I'm physically able, physically fit-ish, just I run out of steam very quickly, so I have to be very careful what I do, mentally or physically, before I do myself in. And if I go too far, then I end up paying for it for days, weeks. I've had it for about 8 years now, 8-9 years, and I haven't been out of work in that time, and I've been depressed most of that time. Still struggling with depression very much, on high dose of antidepressants, but I'm in a good position now, the best position I've been for a long time. Recently had some more CBT, cognitive behaviour therapy, which was brilliant, and helped me come to terms more with my condition. I thought I'd come to terms with it completely, but I hadn't. So life still isn't easy, but I'm coping better than I ever have before. I'm doing more than I've ever have. I thought I'd finished training to become a bookkeeper. Turns out I haven't. I'm about halfway through it, because there's other things I need to do now. I need to do another qualification, but that's okay. I'm happy to do that. That'll give me something else to focus on. Again, I can do that from home, and the plan is to do bookkeeping from home. I've been married for it'll be 6 years this year. Met my lovely wife Emma. We've been together about 10 years. Unfortunately for her, I've had ME almost the whole time. A little while after I met her, I got it, so she only got to see the real me, the healthy me, for a little while, and she's had to put up with me being like this since. And it's amazing she's stuck by me. I would have totally understood if she had left me because of it. I said as much to her, but she wants to stick by me. I'm so grateful she did, so I don't think I would have made it this far without her. She's been wonderfully supportive through everything. I've got Crohn's disease as well, which doesn't help, which I've had since I was a teenager. That's mostly under control now. That's been a problem throughout my life, but at the moment, I've got an excellent specialist, and he's got that under control. I wasn't raised religious. My parents screwed up a lot, and a lot of things I'm angry about, but one thing they did right is they didn't indoctrinate me into any religion. They did fuck with my head in other ways, but at least not in that way. So I've never had to go through the coming out of religion that I know a lot of you have, a lot of people have, and I think that's horribly unfair. Parents may mean well, but they're sticking you in a situation where you have to stay in a deluded state of mind, or you have to fight your way out. And I can't imagine how hard that must be. And I've got great respect for everyone who's fought their way out of it. And that's one of the big reasons I wanted to come to the forum, is to support other people who have come out of it. And obviously I found out how hard it is to be atheist in other countries. In England here, it's not a big deal. No one cares, really. I mean, if you started talking about God like people do on the forums here, you'd get very funny looks. People would think you were a loony. Even though we're technically a Christian country and all that, hardly anyone takes it seriously. But I know in some countries it's really hard. You can't say you're an atheist, you get kicked out of your house or even killed. It's unbelievable. Just for daring to disagree with people. It's disgusting. So I wanted to come and support people. I love playing computer games. I always have since I was about 5. Can't get enough of them. I play just about everything going. At the moment I'm hooked on an online car game called World of Tanks Generals, and I'm just obsessed with it. Still got my Xbox 360 at the moment. I'm playing through some older games on that. Yeah, I always enjoy other forms of games, board games and stuff. I've got some friends who I go around and see them and play games sometimes. I went to a chess club the other night. I haven't played chess for a long time. I enjoyed that. I try and keep my sense of humour alive, you know, my sort of inner silly child. Obviously you have to be sensible in some regards, but life can get incredibly tedious and dull if you don't keep your sense of humour, so I've got quite a mental sense of humour. Goes a bit beyond what my wife can appreciate or wants to listen to some of the time. Luckily for me, a lot of people on the forum share that kind of extreme level of ridiculousness, and you know, you've seen that in some of my videos. Yeah, Brewer was asking what this is. I thought it was a Pez dispenser. Here he is. He was on an advert, British Gas, I think it was. I don't know what was going on, but he's like a little flame, and he was sort of going around the place, riding on things and just bouncing along, and he didn't really know what he was doing. And me and my wife saw him. We sort of thought, you know, that's sort of like me, especially since I've had the ME, and you know, I'm more mentally fuzzy. Just sort of hopping through life and, you know, not really know what I'm doing. And he's sort of represented me. And she got her best friend who loves knitting, got her to knit this for me. So it's like a little version of me for me to cuddle. Yeah, I'm very sensitive. I'm prone to getting emotional and crying. You know, some people think men who cry are pathetic or whatever, but I don't subscribe to all that crap. I think it's important to be in touch with your emotions. Yeah. According to a program we watched, I've got about all the characteristics of someone I should be gay, apparently, because there's this program where it said, you know, it turned out my husband was gay after 20 years, and I should have seen it coming, and because it listed loads of things, and we were watching it. My wife said, "Well, you're all those things." I was like, "Oh yeah, but I'm not gay." Not that it would matter if I was. I wouldn't care less. It'd be, you know, just be how I was. I'm a very calm and patient person, which obviously being a teacher is important. As long as someone's making an effort with me, I don't mind. I'll keep on trying to help them and explain things to them, and you know, normally I'll get through one way or another with whatever it is I'm trying to help them with. I don't do arguments. I don't do, you know, shouting arguments. Obviously I do discussions, but you know, people have said to me before, "Why aren't you arguing with me? Why won't you?" You know, someone starts raising their voice, and I'm just like, "Just calm down. Like, why don't you argue? There's no point. I mean, what is to be gained by shouting? Nothing." So if someone starts shouting, I just say, "I'll talk to you when you calm down." You know, that's just how I've been. I don't see the point of it. I think it's very important to be honest and, you know, clear the air, especially, you know, in relationships. Very important to just be open and honest about everything. And that's how I got through my depression with my wife, just to be honest. Even my depression was telling me horrible things about her and about the depression. I just got it all out on the table. It's hard for her to hear, but she knew it wasn't me, it was the illness. And if you get it all out and you talk about it, then you don't bottle it up, and you don't get to the point where you're suddenly just shouting about all this stuff that you've been storing in your head for the last 3 months, you know. So I've had relationships like that before, where everyone pretends everything's alright, and then all of a sudden there's a tirade of, "Oh, you did this and that and that and that and that," and I'm like, what the fuck, where did this come from? Yeah. So I'm feeling at a positive point in my life at the moment. Yeah, I've got loads of lovely friends, you know. I really hope I get to meet some of you in the future. I really do, you know, because you're all so lovely, and I would love to meet you. And I've got the bookkeeping on the go. I'm doing more things than I've ever done. So things are going well. Oh yeah, my pets. I've got a lovely dog, two rabbits and a hamster, and you know, I'm obsessed with animals. They're just what keeps me going. My wife and I we love animals, and that's one of our biggest bonds. And you know, they just keep me going. They've just got an innocence and a wonderfulness about them. If that makes any sense. Alright, well thanks very much for listening. I love you all, take care and see you soon.